Dakota Johnson's career remains one of the most unusual success stories in modern Hollywood. From early appearances in The Social Network to global fame in 50 Shades of Grey, and later stepping into the superhero world with Madam Web, Johnson has consistently secured major roles in high-profile projects. Yet for many critics and viewers, her performances have often raised questions about range, growth, and the way Hollywood rewards certain actors. This discussion isn't centered on one poorly received film or a single-week script. Instead, it examines a pattern that seems to follow Dakota Johnson across multiple genres and projects. Whether in indie dramas, romantic blockbusters, or comic book adaptations, her acting style often appears similar, characterized by subdued emotions, flatline delivery, and reactions that some audiences interpret as distant or muted. For some filmmakers, however, this understated approach is exactly what makes Johnson appealing on screen. Her calm, restrained presence can create a naturalistic tone that fits certain roles, particularly in quieter, character-driven films. Supporters argue that what critics call flat acting may actually be a deliberate minimalist style that relies on subtle expressions rather than dramatic intensity. Still, the debate continues. As budgets grow and expectations rise, many observers wonder why the performances seem largely unchanged from project to project. In an industry where actors are often praised for transformation and versatility, Johnson's steady career trajectory raises an interesting question. Is Hollywood rewarding consistency, marketability, or simply familiarity? After the massive commercial success of 50 Shades of Grey and its sequels, Dakota Johnson quickly became one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. The franchise made hundreds of millions worldwide and firmly established her as a bankable star. But while the films were financially successful, critics frequently pointed out that Johnson's performance remained largely the same across the trilogy. Instead of dramatically reinventing herself after the series, Johnson moved into a mix of indie projects and mainstream productions. Films like Suspiria and The Peanut Butter Falcon gave her opportunities to work with respected directors and experiment with different tones. Yet even in these more artistic settings, some critics argued that her acting style, quiet, reserved, and emotionally restrained, remained unchanged. The pattern became even more noticeable when Johnson stepped into the superhero genre with Madam Web. Big franchise films usually demand larger emotional reactions, strong screen presence, and commanding dialogue delivery. However, many viewers felt that Johnson's calm and subdued approach clashed with the high-energy expectations of a comic book movie. This recurring pattern has led to a broader conversation about how Hollywood operates. In many cases, career momentum isn't only about acting range. Factors like name recognition, family connections, marketability, and public image often play a major role in determining who continues to land leading roles. Johnson, the daughter of Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, grew up surrounded by the entertainment industry. While talent is still required to sustain a career, being part of a well-known Hollywood family can sometimes open doors earlier and more easily than for others trying to break into business. Yet despite the ongoing criticism, Dakota Johnson continues to work with major directors and appear in high-profile productions. This suggests that Hollywood may value something beyond